Good afternoon. If you will, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors, Pledge of Allegiance, and National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may now be seated.
Dr. Levette, Dr. Buck, Dr. Brinkman, board members, Mr. Butler, faculty, family, friends, and obviously the graduating class of 2019. Welcome to the commitment exercises for the Windsor Forest High School class of 2019. I want to take this time to say thank you to all the family, parents, friends, and loved ones for your constant support through these last 4 years. At this time, we would like to honor those teachers who have helped us reach this exciting goal in our lives. Would the members of the Windsor Forest High School faculty please stand? On behalf of the class of 2019, thank you for all your guidance and support.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, Dr. Levette, Dr. Buck, Dr. Brinkman, board members, family members, and friends. Today, I have the honor of introducing two students who have gone above and beyond the expectations of the class of 2019. As a student, our salutatorian, Morgan Schmidt, is the daughter of William and Amy Schmidt. As a student at Windsor Forest High School, she was a member of the National Honor Society and Spanish Honor Society. This fall, she will be attending the University of Georgia to be majoring in anthropology. Our valedictorian, Brianna Leckie, is the daughter of James and Elisa Leckie. As a student of Windsor Forest High School, she was a member of FBLA, DECA, National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and varsity soccer team. This fall, she will be attending Georgia Tech to be majoring in mechanical engineering. Please join me in welcoming our salutatorian, Morgan Schmidt, followed by our valedictorian, Brianna Leckie.
To the staff, students, and families here today, thank you for coming. Graduation is an important milestone, and I'm glad to get to share this moment with all of you. Today, I would like to share with you a poem you have probably heard before. It's The Road Less Traveled by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for the passing there, had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. On the surface, we can say the paths represent the difference between conformity and originality, with the speaker of the poem boldly taking the path of originality and being grateful for it later in life. On a deeper level, however, this is not the case. The speaker of the poem himself stated that the paths look about the same, the differences being and where they led. When looking at the poem in this way, it can then becomes less about taking the road less traveled and more about how we make our decisions. When faced with a difficult decision, we will often imagine ways in which one is better than the other in order to convince ourselves that we are making the right one. We may even tell ourselves we'll come back to see what the other decision may have led to, knowing that we won't. Years down the road, we may still be convincing ourselves that the path we took was the best one. While I know this may sound negative and pessimistic, there is a lesson to be seen in this interpretation of the poem. All the students here today are at a crossroads in their life where they are deciding what they will do, what kind of person they will be from this moment onwards. When making your decisions for the future, remember that every path you may be considering has an equal amount of potential. Don't let anyone tell you that the path you choose is somehow inferior to the path others may have taken. The superior path is always the one that makes you feel fulfilled in your life. And if you are happy with your place in life, you can always know that you've made the right decision. Thank you for your time.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, distinguished guests, board members, faculty, and of course, the graduating class of 2019. Today is a momentous occasion, not only because of the legacy we leave behind at Windsor Forest High School, but because of what we represent. Class of 2019, we were born at the beginning of a millennium. We are the first generation of a new age. Bluetooth was invented before our first birthdays. YouTube was created before we started kindergarten. And Wikipedia began the same year most of us were born. And let's be honest, is the reason some of us are walking across this stage today. Throughout our childhoods, advancements such as 3D printing and robots that clean your home have become the norm. The things that previous generations could only dream of are our reality. Our generation has been witness to the continual innovation, progress, and change of our society. I mean, within the last 2 decades, GPS was created, we had our first Black president, and Pluto was no longer considered a planet. And that's only what has occurred in our lifetime, so far. Just think about how far we will go when we take our futures into our own hands. 4 years ago, we walked into the halls of Windsor Forest with no idea what our futures would hold. As a class, we started from the bottom, and now it looks like the whole team is here. Our first year, we were all crammed into the stuffy freshman halls of A and B wing, clueless and on the lowest rung of the food chain. We started getting the hang of things sophomore year, which was a blur of intense Kahoot games and trying to make it to school on time since we could finally drive ourselves, or just carpool to Chick-fil-A instead. Junior year, or as some of us like to call it, stage 1 senioritis. More AP classes were available to us, IB classes started, coaches relied on us more, and we could finally go to prom. Now we're here. Done with the stressful weeks of testing, with grad bash and prom, and ending our high school careers with a bang. Now, at the end of our time as Windsor Forest students, we have another opportunity to represent progress, to find our passions and take on the world, to leave a legacy. Some will head straight into the workforce, some will join the military, and some of you will further your education at a college or university. A lot of you will move into dorms or cities across the country and the world, while others will end up in your parents' basement. Regardless of the path we choose, we should make sure it is exactly that, our choice. As renowned American novelist Christopher Morley once wrote, there is only one success, to be able to spend your life in your own way. Once we walk across this stage, we will be entering into a new phase of our lives, totally clueless and unsure of what our futures will hold, just like freshman year. Only this time, there's no extra credit or makeup work for choosing the wrong answers. We will make mistakes, learn from them, and then probably make those same mistakes over again. We have the opportunity to achieve so much, not only because of the era we were born into or the advancement of our society, but because of who we are. Our success will be determined by our own standards, whether that be becoming a highly ranked military official, playing as an NBA All-Star, developing the next technological advancement, or providing for our families at home. Our legacies are out there for us to discover. We just have to go get them. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Will the class of 2019 please stand? Dr. Levette, Dr. Buck, our District 6 board member, Dr. Brinkman, other distinguished board members and guests, by the authority vested in me by the state of Georgia, the State Board of Education, and the Savannah-Chatham County Board of Education, I certify that these graduates have met all requirements for their diplomas on this 22nd day of May in the year 2019. Please move your tassels. You may be seated.
Valentina Reyes Hermejo. Dominique Lenice Barnes. Nikina Ikiana Bigham. Sydney Mackenzie Burley. Kayla Sanyu Daenu Carr. Holly Renee Childry. Jamani Sincere Collins. Treasure Shanae Demry. Daryl David Dust. Christopher Chase Edwards. Ryan LaJoy Franklin. Noah Fitzgerald Emery. Evan Thomas Gerardo. Jasmine Nicole Grant. Kanaya Brianna Harris. Destiny Taisha Harris. Stephen Foster Hine. Martin Kowo Henna. Brianna Casey Lecky. Keandria Lakia Little. Aaliyah Anaya Ladd. Kalasia Rochelle McFarland. Akila Majuna Morgan. Ria Rajandra Patel. Lydia Nicole Perry. Shantavia Jada Purvis. Oscar Suarez Romero. Rondella Janae Rose. Manuel Jackson Sanders. Morgan Nicole Schmidt. Sarah Jasmine Shafiq Mohammed. Sierra Marie Isabella Stefan. Julie Tang. Randy Ithiel Villanueva. Tavia Liedel Wilson. Kiera Monet Scott. Noah Benjamin Gibbons. Arij Chelsea Abdelrahim. Jayla Deshay Alexander. Paulo Andres Alcosir. Azadullah Alazai. Zamir Yassim Allen. Rashinan Genesia Anderson. Johan Angiano Merchant. Michaela Naire Arrington. Carrie-Ann Lily Asbury. Joey Janari Bailey. Leroy Avant Bartel III. Brianna India Denise Black. Lauren Amia Blake. Deshaun Travis Blunt Dinkins. Sonara Jessica Bright. Ariana Amia Renee Brown. Hakeem Shabazz Brown. Isaiah Zachary Brown. Jaquan Maurice Brown. Maya Destiny Brown. Terriana Harmony Brown. Itiana Lene Bruton. Edwin Burrows. Colby Lynn Canada. Jason Anthony Carrington. Jarrell Marquise Carter. Candace Victoria Champion. Shamia Carlesia Chandler. Kenneth Tyler Chang. Gabriel Cintron.
Yvonne Edwater Cobos. Brianna Monet Cole. All right. Joshua Michael Coleman. Ronell Coleman. Michaela Akira Walter. Reginald Thomas Coles. Shania Monet Collins. James Tyler Conyers. Darcy Cooper. Kaiwan Hezekiah Copeland. Talon Denise Corbin. James Hunter Craps. Eduardo Cruz Aravalo. Leslie Cruz Garcia. Kayla Brielle Daniels. Talisha Michaela Daniels. Aaliyah Chantel Davis. All right. Justin Avon Davis. Trinity Zion Davis. Sophia Marie Dijon. Gabriela Faith Delgado. Sanea Denisha Dix. Anthony Maricus Drew. Quentin Scott Duffy Jr. Caitlin Denicia Edmondson. Donald David Elliott. Guillermo Adrian Estrada Torres. Autumn Casey Evans. Cayo Faria Alara. Samantha LaShawn Fields. Zim Fields. Daun Flagg. Oscar Flores Laras. Janice Alea Ford. Mackenzie Madison Fortin. Shelby Javon Frazier. Casey Garden. Vanessa Gail Gary. Deasia Tequila Glover. Virginia Lacey Goodman. Timothy Gerald Goodwin. Azaria Janea Gore. Deontay Jermaine Graham. Imani Kiera Ashay Graham. Eron Xavier Graham. Louis Trayvon Grant. Shadeja Grant. Amani Sade Green. Jaquel Kevin Green. Alexander Paul Granow. Alvin Deshaun Hall. Kiefery Sia Hanley. Taylor James Harrington. Jasmine Harris. Jalen Harris. Savannah Marie Hayden. Edward Shamar Hurd. Thanks. Aaron Alexandria Henderson. Kayla Brianne Higginbotham. Marquise Jerome Hodge.
Dasha Hopwood. Samaje Rashad Hudson. Lucas Ray Hughes. Jonathan Michael Humphrey. Lanina Brianna Hunter. Alonzo James Irwin. Toria Michelle Jackson. Jarrell Javion James. Caleb Michael Jerez. Kylan William Johnson. Nija Ayana Johnson. Silkiana Aaliyah Johnson. Tajare Taquel Johnson. Denicia Monique Jones. Kaylin Devon Jones. Shamar Leonard Jones. Xavier Marquise Joseph. Crystalline Cheyenne Faith Lapsley. Korea Zael Law. Jonathan Lee. Tyler Stewart Lewis. Tamaya Denasia Lloyd. Kayla Cerise Lucas. Stefan Marcus Mack. Dylan Thomas Magehe. Tafari Altariq Major. Luz Vianney Martinez Hernandez. Imani Latrice Maxwell. Christopher Warren Maynard. Kevin Terrell McLean. Tylisha C. McCrae. Naya Javel Magera. Brandon Lee McGuire. Niacin Angelo Mercer. Niger Niasia Merritt Navarro. Julian Valente Middleton. Jeremiah Raphael Michael. James Christian Miller. Emilian Demetria Mitchell. Christian Alexander Mobley. Brianna Alexandria Moffitt. Malia Leilani Moore. Portia Lene Moore. Robert Morgan III. Annabelle Nicole Mosley. Micah Joelle Moultrie. Leslie Sharon Olivia Carrillo. Devontre Angelo Emmanuel Owen. Adrian Alexander Pacheco. Braxton Lamar Elijahwan Parker. Zayana Zariah Parker. Ashit Sanjay Patel. Himani Hiteshapai Patel. Jennifer Jaria Perez Gomez. Geneva Havana Janae Ida Peterson. Eric Justice Phoenix. Bilal Iman Pinkston. Bailey Contessa Ann Polite. Victoria Brooke Polite. Kara Anessa Powers. Whitney Sierra Rawl. Jatwan Ahmad Khalil Reed. Cordelius Darrell Roan. Eric Richardson III. Laquarius Elisha Roberson. Joseph Hart Roberts.
Rashad Raheem Roberts. Cameron Tayshawn Ross. Courtney Alicia Sands. Tyshawn Sanders. Nicole Marie San Giorgio. Ashley Brooks Savage II. Jarnisha Deja Scott. Naya Alyssa Shepard. Christopher Marquise Simmons. Narada Dante Simmons. Eugene Isaiah Small. Shahid Jamil Small. Kamar Adrian Smith. Stephen Waston Smith. Mark Carlens St. Ledger. Dariana Kanaya Stevens. Sabrina Leanne Simmons. Caitlin Lacey Taylor. Desmond Javon Tompkins. Trinae Indasia Capri Thompson. Alexis Mikhail Tolbert. Trustin Alexander Tompkins. Shania Nikia Tremble. Soraya Monet Terrell. Derek Twong. Isabel Baye. Stephanie Baye. Edhir Arturo Vega. Stephen Alexander Verhelst. Zane Yakiria Arnita Wall. Keely Janae Washington. Milan Anisha Washington. Diana Oriel Washington. Giovanni Jordan Anthony White. Nicole Sarah Jewel White. Ryan Patrick Willman. Aaliyah Delicia Williams. Delicia, my bad. Okay. Sorry. Chardonnay Lindsay Williams. Latavia Siobhan Williams. Nasham Maurice Williams. Christopher Garfield Rose. Annette Bernice Gonzalez. Rashad Daniel Williams. Jalen Michael McCoy. Sean Melvin Williams. Oh. Taylor Michelle Williams. Oh. Nigella Mariah Worthen. Cheyenne Mackenzie Yacano. Caitlin Jo Zeisler. Sanaya Janice Davis. Jared McCraw. Makari Aria Drayton.
To the 250 plus students of the 51st graduating class of Windsor Forest High School, history again has been made, and we are ecstatic to honor and recognize you on this remarkable occasion. Very briefly, before I have our audience join us in the singing of our alma mater, I would like to thank our valedictorian, Brianna, for capturing those memorable moments of students' time here at the castle. Those were indeed special moments, and reflecting on those times will be good for the soul for years to come. And yes, Brianna, you are absolutely right. The next path that each of you choose will indeed be yours. So as we have shared with you many times, take ownership and be responsible. And to our salutatorian, Morgan, what a great way to highlight the dichotomy of the road less traveled. It's not just about the path that you would choose, but it is essentially about how you travel that road. And so students, do it with confidence and an assurance about the choices you make. You two represented the 2019 class well. In fact, each of you represented the castle well, and your list of accomplishments and achievements are too many to list in its entirety. But I will leave you with this, Knights. Never forget your experience of learning and leading at the castle. The challenge that we gave for all students to lead and excel. And it indeed continues as you conclude this journey and as you begin the transition. Your final challenge. I want to make sure I have your attention. Here's your final challenge, young people. I take it from one of my favorite authors, John Maxwell. He captures the very essence of this crossroad and transition for you. He says, yesterday's best is the foundation for tomorrow's improvement, and that's indeed true. But realize that your yesterday's best will not meet tomorrow's challenges. So I challenge you, upon leaving this arena, to strive to be even better tomorrow, because tomorrow's challenges demands that of you. Knights, seize this moment and seize this opportunity. Your throne of success and service awaits you. At this time, if I may, I would like to present on your behalf a $500 grant award made possible by the Educate Chatham Foundation to the teacher who you selected as the 2019 Most Inspirational Educator. Miss Lauren Fuquay, if you will please come forward to receive this recognition. At this time, if you would all please stand and join us in the singing of our alma mater.
this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out 'cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now 'cause you don't have another day. 'Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of the night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it